Cancer, last month was a wonderful month for you, and I think it's continuing this month. I do. I think things are still looking very good for you. In fact, the overall energy for this month is one of celebration, and you need to celebrate. You know, when things do go well, you should celebrate whatever, but when things do go well, you should definitely celebrate, because in doing so, you raise your vibration and you'll create more good things. What emerged out of last month is a very nurturing Cancer. A Cancer who wants to nurture others, but also a Cancer that enjoys the good things in life, but not in a selfish way. It wants everybody to, and there's no harm in that. And I think as a result of your good fortune, you're now thinking of something quite radical, planning something very different for yourself, such as moving to another country. You know, you're giving it very serious consideration, and well, more than consideration, you're actually planning it. You know, you're taking it further. Now, you come out of all that has happened a much wiser Cancer, much wiser. You seem to understand what's going on and why. You seem to have grasped things very well now. Of course, there's been major changes, and I think you've grasped what the new paradigm's about. And indeed, that leads you to a rebirth in you. Well, you know, if you've entered a new paradigm, you do need to be reborn, don't you? But the great thing is you're reborn full of hope, which is very positive indeed, really is extremely positive. In the future, it's suggesting that you should be charitable. I mean, it could be charity coming to you, but I think it's you being charitable towards others. And I think that's not simply charitable in terms of finances. I think it's being charitable with your time, and it's also being charitable in your opinions. And that will have the effect of reducing your ego and increasing your vibrations, which will keep things coming to you. Now, what would be somewhat retrograde is considering your options. So, you know, you've already started planning your options, gone further than considering. So a retrograde step would be to overanalyze that. You've already got action plans. Stick with them. Stick with your high vibrations and what you know. I'm not saying you've got to proceed with these, but don't go backwards. Last month was all about, well, it was very good all that happened last month, and you've entered a new cycle, if you like, and you seem to have entered it very well, you know, because this month is all about your vibrations and raising them, keeping them high. And one of the best ways of doing that is simply to celebrate, simply to say, look, I've got so much, I'm blessed with so much, and thank you, and enjoy yourself with your family and friends, treat yourself a bit. Enjoy life, because that raises your vibrations and that encourages even more blessings to come to you. So that's really at the heart of what this reading's all about. I believe this understanding of the importance of raising your vibrations and enjoying yourself started last month, because we've got the energy last month of the Empress. I mean, she's very nurturing, she's very at home with nature. But the thing I really take from this is the energy of wanting to enjoy the best things in life, wanting to pamper yourself. But it's not in a selfish way. You see, you want to pamper yourself, but you want everybody to enjoy, everybody to be pampered, everybody to enjoy in the best, you know, the bounty of the earth. And why not? You know, is it not a what can I say? It's just jealousy, not wanting everybody to enjoy in the bounty of the world, and it's that attitude that's going to be so important to keep things going well for you. And again, I think it's all bound up. You recognise that things are going well. It's raised your vibrations, and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life, eh? Things are good. What am I going to do, And you're planning something quite radical. Maybe planning something that's always been a dream of yours. It's something like moving overseas, but you're doing more than planning. It's action planning. You're saying, okay, if I do this and this and this, then this can happen, It's getting down to the nitty-gritty of it. It's not just simply considering, oh, well, I could do this. No. It's having quite firm plans in place. Not saying you'll go through with it. You might not. But you're certainly taking it very, very seriously. And that also will be raising your vibrations and having a very positive effect on you. Now, in the future, there's the energy of charity. Now, it could be charity coming towards you, and why not? But I've got the feeling it's about you being charitable. And it's charitable in its widest sense. It's you being generous, yes, with your wealth, but with your time, but also with your views, with your compassion. A generosity towards others is what it's about. And that has a very, very positive effect on you. Firstly, it helps to raise your vibration, which is the thing that this is all about, keeping your vibration high. But it also suppresses your ego, because if you're humbling yourself to others, then it's suppressing the ego. And that should put you on a very, very sound footing, I believe. I believe everything's looking good, very good for you. Now, to a certain degree, I feel like I'm already preaching to the converted. Certainly I will be, because I think all these things I'm talking about, you really do grasp during the month of November. They come to you in November, you realise that it's all about vibration, it's all about keeping your vibrations high, all about reducing your own ego, all about humbling yourself. And as a result, and believing that you're already blessed, or that you've already got what you need. And this is something that you begin to, if you don't already, but you certainly begin to really grasp it in this month. And what emerges is a very, very wise Cancer. And from that comes great things. I watched a vlog yesterday on, I think it was called Quantum Manifesting. And as you know, I'm a bit sniffy about the law of attraction, even though I know that manifesting works. And I'm very much into quantum physics, but I think this vlog was really the wrong side of pseudoscience for me. Pseudoscience is just a put down, isn't it? It doesn't have any real meaning. But nevertheless, it was the wrong side of it all for me. Nevertheless, the point that they were making was that in order for things to go your way, then you have to truly believe it. So it's not simply about thinking, I want this to happen. It's actually believing it will happen, and believing in your heart that it will happen, and actually acting as though it's already happened. And what they quite rightly pointed out was that, the universe is very forgiving. You can get this wrong sometimes. It just has to be your main thrust. Your main thrust mustn't be confusing. And so I think there's a warning here that, you've already considered your options and your action planning. You're looking at how you can put it into action. So it would be retrograde to go backwards and have second thoughts and reconsider your options. And I think that's just a little warning here, not to do that. And, when you start a new journey, as it were, a new cycle, that's what this is, it's a new cycle. When you start it, you are meant to change with it, and that's exactly what you've done. And because you've intellectually seen through it, but know how to turn that intellectual understanding into feelings, into something that unifies, doesn't confuse the universe, it means that you are reborn. You're reborn knowing exactly how to play this new paradigm. But the other wonderful thing is that you're full of hope, absolutely full of hope, because you know what you're doing and you know that you can do it. And that's just a wonderful way to be. And we don't need any clarification. It's brilliant. Let's just summarise for you, Cancer. Cancer, last month was a tremendous month for you, and you began a new cycle. And what I'm delighted to say is that you've begun this cycle with exactly the right attitude. You know exactly what to do. You've realised that it's all about keeping your vibrations high, and therefore you're celebrating, and that's the best way to keep these vibrations high. It comes from last month. You spotted that indulgence, liking the best things in life, but not in a selfish way, was actually at the core of creating happiness. And you've intellectually really, really understood these things. And the great thing about this understanding is that it's more than about understanding, it's about feeling. And that's the importance of this celebration. As a result of all this, and you know things have changed, and you're responding to that change in a very positive way, you're actually planning something quite radical, such as moving overseas. You're planning on doing it, and quite an advanced stage. It might not happen, but you are planning it. And it would be retrograde, very retrograde, for you to rethink it, to go backwards and say, oh, maybe that's not the right thing. We all have those feelings. It's just don't act on them is the warning you get. And you will emerge, because you really have got so much right. You emerge reborn, which is what you need to be when you enter this new cycle. But above all, you're full of hope. And in the future, it's suggesting that you should be charitable. And this is being charitable not only in terms of your money, but your time and your feelings towards others. And if you can do all of those things, then you will keep on growing in this way, and things will get better and better for you. They really will, Cancer.